Going to do a quick video on Immutable X, also known as IMX, the token. Something I'm invested in, been invested for a while now. Ever since launch, actually, I've been dollar cost averaging into this project. It's layer 2 on Ethereum and specifically designed for gaming. Really cool project, great team, massive team, really good partnerships, which you've probably seen as of late. So yeah, just going to do a sort of deep dive on this. So looking at price action and volume to start off with, we had a big crash. We sold off a lot more than I was expecting. When this launched, it was around $3, and I think we had the tokenomics weren't great originally, which was one of its downfalls, and we had this sort of crash. The fundamentals were still there. The team was growing. Like the projects that we're building were really good on there. It was just like the tokenomics, and people started to sell off a lot. We came down to like 0.36, I believe, and then as of late, you can just see as of February 2nd, even January, we just had to start this massive volume coming back in, even doing like more volume than we ever were back here. And that was because of the new partnership they have with Polygon, which is looking really good. And it's good to see that they've got this new tokenomics strategy. So there's a lot of changes coming to the tokenomics, which is what I've wanted to see for so long. And they're aware of that and they're implementing it. I also love the mystery they've done around this. So they've not just revealed everything they're doing, they're keeping people enticed, and this is a great marketing tactic. So first of all, some of the utility they implemented immediately, they've put in a fee utility. So for the new sort of tokenomics with the ZK EVM, it's going to be 20% of fees on the platform must be paid for in IMX. This utility will scale significantly as it expands to all new immutable ZK EVM environments and applications. So that's great. So 20% of the fees on the platform must be paid in IMX. Love that. So that's going to help IMX become deflationary, and it's going to help the token price go. As the token becomes more and more scarce, the price should technically go up, right? That's how it works, similar to how we have with the Bitcoin halvening. So first of all, really good. IMX gas. IMX will be used as the core gas currency for Immutable ZK EVM, becoming the native network token and closely aligned platform success to the IMX holder. So again, more use case here. It's going to be used as gas, right? So any IMX that means more and more IMX is going to get burnt over time, which again is going to reduce the supply, creates another use case for people to buy IMX. So as the games become more and more popular, especially if we break into like the Web 2 market and we start seeing console games, Xbox, PlayStation games and stuff, even mobile games, which I think we're a long way off, but I think that's where we're heading, and that's when we're going to see the real adoption, especially the mobile gaming sector, because it's huge. So having this as gas is absolutely massive. People are going to have to buy, just like Ethereum. When you want to do something on ETH, you're going to have to buy ETH to mint something or use it as gas. And we saw a massive increase in price when the NFTs took off, because everyone was buying Ethereum to mint stuff. And I'm hoping to see the same thing with IMX. So the better the games that come on, and the bigger the adoption of the games, the higher the price is going to go. And what I love to see is these two tokenomics are fantastic, and we've still got two more surprises to come. And they've said the biggest token utility upgrade in history. So that's a big statement. And this one is, I believe, 20 days away now. This one's about 50 days away. 48 days away or so. And I'm really interested to see what these could be. And I don't think it's been priced in to the current price. And I'm just thinking off the top of my head, what other utility features they could have. I guess you could have early access, right? So if you hold over a certain amount of IMX, you could have early access to games, maybe early access to airdrops. So when they do a new game, and it might be like, there's a game they're doing called House of Boxing, really cool boxing game. So maybe things like this you're going to get early access to, and they have NFTs inside them, so you might get like the first wave edition of the NFTs, which would be really cool. Yeah, so I've been pondering, there's so many things they can do. I mean, you could do staking, you could do airdrops. So, you know, if you hold over a certain amount of IMX, you'll get airdropped. Maybe if you was an original IMX holder before the conversion, because this was not a ZK EVM before. It was a validator, or it was a validator process that it worked, or Validium, I think it's called, is the technical word. Validium was the style of chain that it was. So yeah, not sure what they're going to do, but I love this. Really interesting, and I think it's still undervalued for where we are. I mean, we're sitting at $1. If we look at the chart, we broke through the 200-day, which was about 67 cents. So you can see we had loads of resistance, and a lot of people obviously not expecting we were going to break through. And then we broke through the 200-day. Then we came down. We had the massive news that they partnered with Polygon, which was absolutely massive. So Polygon are an absolute giant, and obviously Polygon realised what Immutable were doing very well and wanted to utilise that by joining together, obviously, and coming together to do both interested in gaming, both doing, you know, huge gaming projects. But Immutable, I'd say, is almost like the premium brand for the gaming projects, especially with like projects like Illuvium that are looking like AAA, our first sort of look at AAA games coming onto the blockchain. So yeah, we had a huge pump off that, and now we're coming back to retest. I don't know if we're going to break below $1. I would like to see us come down and retest the 200-day. You see where we broke through here, we came up, we came back down. I'd like to see Bitcoin and the rest of the altcoins come down to test the 200-day, find support, and then move back up, right? Very difficult to go long here. I mean, technically, you could go long here. It's the dollar support, but we did break here and we actually lost it and came down to 77. It almost looked like we wanted to retest here. Also, look at the buying pressure. We did have a lot of buying pressure here. But we've had much more back here, much here. So I'd like to see us come up and really get a big spike on the buying pressure for me to go long and dollar cost averaging again. I'm happy with the amount of IMX I've got. I've got a few $1,000s worth, and I'm happy with how much I've got. You know, if I can make 10, 20x on that, you know, it's going to be $20, $30, $40,000 return, which I'm definitely more than happy with. I can wait 2 or 3 years for that sort of return. But I would like to see us come down and maybe look for a long position. And I mean, you could go long here with a stop loss below $1, because that's going to be a big psychological level that people are going to have buy triggers at. But we do keep retesting this level. So you see here, we just keep coming down, we come down, and the more times you test the level, the weaker the support will get. So if we have a look at the bot, if we have a look at the trading bot, I need to upgrade my Trader View subscription. It literally just run out. So yeah, if we look at the bot, we've got the last signal we had was a sell back up here. This is on the 4 hour, so it's currently still in a sell, not in a buy. On the daily we're also on a sell. We lost this point here. So this was a great call by the bot, also a great sell up here, and then we came down, then we had a buy. And that was a very good buy. That was from 0.45 all the way up to 160. So huge signal there, and then we're back on a sell. So I'd probably watch this bot, see if I get a buy signal, see if we hold this dollar support. If we break below $1, then I'd like to see us come down and test 200 days. It's also lining up quite nice with this support here. So we come down to maybe 0.72 region is where I'll be looking to DCA and go long if we see it. So yeah, very cool. In terms of on-chain, so we've got market cap 893 million. Seems like a lot for a project like this, especially with the new tokenomics and the partners and the games they have. I'd expect this to be much bigger. I mean, Polygon market cap is about 10 billion. And with the scale of games they have, I don't see any reason why they wouldn't be able to reach 10, 20 billion, which would put us on a 10, 20x from where we are now. And volume 16 million, really good. Circulating supply. I think these tokenomics are going to be revamped. I don't know how they're going to work the migration, but I think, given that there's a massive community in IMX, I think any sort of migration that's going to affect the tokenomics or the value, I think they'll prioritize the token holders. So everyone who's been in there from the start and everyone who believed in the project before the Polygon hype, I'd like to see that anyway. I mean, looking after your community is priority number one. Keeping everyone happy if you want to work on the token price anyway. So be interesting to see what they do over the next 30, 60 days on loads of exchanges already, Binance, Coinbase. So we know that the basic retail coming in, people who don't have any experience in crypto tend to come in when the market's pumping, so when all the green bars are coming up. So we know that they're going to be on Coinbase and Binance. So really good to have the project on those two exchanges ready for the bull market. In terms of a deeper dive into the on-chain, we're looking really good. Quite a lot of DEX activity. If we look at the smart money's kind of since August 22 kind of stayed around the same. Went up towards the partnership recently, and then we're still back around sort of 1 million tokens being accumulated by smart money. Here you can see smart money wallets started to go up, so we had some new smart money coming in. Dropped a little bit after the Polygon announcement. I think that's probably buy the rumor, sell the news, which is common in stocks and crypto, where you sort of have a big build up to a massive news event, and even if the news event is great, you'll see a massive sell-off always happens, and then people sort of accumulate the dip again. With all the smart money wallets that are invested in the project, like these are all the top profitable investors, we've not seen in the last 30 days anyone selling. One person sold off $1,000 worth. Their balance is 20k. They probably just took a little bit of profit to buy something else, but no one's selling. This is great when all the smart money are holding. This is what I like to see. If I came in here and 50% of the smart money was selling, I'd be alarm bells, and I'd say, what's going on with IMX? What's the issue? What's the problem here? Is there some news that's been announced? But this is really healthy to see, and actually a few people have been accumulating. So someone else bought another thousands worth. Someone here got 25k. They just got in the last 30 days. This person just got in the last 30 days. So yeah, really good to see more smart money coming in. I mean, if we take a deeper dive into who these people are and what they're holding, so this person has a lot of money. They've got 945,000 of Prime. Itchy, I don't know what that is. I'll have a look at that on the next video. Maybe I might do some live checking into tokens, so if that's something you'd like to see, drop us a comment about that. So yeah, let's have a look at a deeper dive into IMX smart LP holder. Let's see what this person is holding. A lot of money on this person. 1.5 million in Tribe, 220k, made $500,000 on WBTC, or big loss on ETH. Dangerous. So it's good to see smart money in. It's quite a few smart money investors there. Token distribution, I guess this is all gonna switch up a bit with the new setup. I really don't like the 24% of the supply being in Gods Unchained and stuff like that. We've got Immutable X project development, 23%. 28 million was sold or moved recently in the last 30 days. So this might be a bit of a mess. With regards to the biggest token holders, it's nice to see low percentages here. I'm so used to seeing like 1%, 2%, 3%. This is really low. So that's good. Even Binance only have 3% of the supply. Most people got in quite a while ago. So if we think about that, the price back then was, $2. It was a lot higher than what it was now or recently. So a lot of people will be, have quite high buy-in prices, so we won't expect them to be selling at a loss. And as you can see here, with most of the top holders, we're not seeing much in the last 30 days. We're actually seeing people accumulate. So yeah, more and more people accumulating. Someone sold off a small amount here. Only 70,000 tokens. They still hold 4.13 million. Someone else accumulated more here. 413,000. That was quite a lot to. That was quite a lot to accumulate. IMX and TKX. Interesting. So yeah, doesn't look too bad. I guess we're going to have a revamp. So what I'm going to do is when they migrate the new contract, or if they do create a new contract, when they migrate to the new setup, I'll come back in and check all the tokenomics and see what's happened and what it all looks like. But yeah, super bullish on this, especially like some of the games they're building. The Twitter is super active, like they're constantly working. Great marketing team. So we've got 321,000 followers. I mean, Alluvium is like the main.
Yes, but sometimes something unexpected.
Alluvium is the main game. Really cool games coming. They're at NFT NYC, so they're going to events. They're really pushing themselves out there, dropping some cool stuff. So this is actually coming up soon. So it'd be interesting to see what news is coming. So Brand Party, Polygon Takeover. So Polygon and IMX are teaming up there. So there'll be a lot of people who don't have their ears to the ground in crypto who don't even know about this partnership. So that'll be cool. Great exposure. We might see some price moves on this day as the price has been coming down. So we definitely don't have a sell the news event happening on that. So we might see some big announcements here on the 12th, which might give us a pump. Of course, altcoins tend to follow Bitcoin, so I'd be looking at what Bitcoin does as well closely. Yeah, really cool stuff. And if you look at Polygon, Polygon have so many followers. I think they have like 1.5 million followers. So as Polygon start tweeting and mentioning, sorry, they've got 500k. Oh, that's OX Polygon. Polygon definitely have over 1 million as far as I'm aware. Yeah, 1.9 million. So if you think about that difference, as Polygon start tweeting and mentioning, these followers are going to skyrocket. It's just going to keep going up and up. And the games they launch are going to be marketed on Polygon as well, right? So it's going to be not just marketed on the IMX channel anymore. It's going to be on Polygon as well. So yeah, super hyped about this. You can see the House of Boxing promo, another NFT game coming on Immutable, and the level of games coming, like they're really like high AAA graphics. I see a lot of other projects I see a lot of other gaming projects. There's some shockers. And the quality and the graphics and the gameplay, you can just see it's been rushed and there's no time spent on it. This Alluvium, they've been building for ages. I was in Alluvium from day one. Like I got the actual launch of this at I launched on Balancer a couple of years ago, I think, and we got it at like $30 and it went to like $1,800. It was insane, and they're still building now. They've not rushed it and they just keep building.
Sometimes.
I think this is going to be huge. And it also comes down to crypto gaming as well as a whole, right? We're seeing loads of people, loads of traditional companies like EA, Activision. They're all coming in now and getting involved in blockchain gaming. And when all of the smartest like Web2 gaming companies can come together and agree that blockchain gaming is going to be huge, you know, I mean, what more information do you need? You've got the on-chain data, you can see the adoption, then you've got the traditional Web2 giants coming in. It's a no-brainer for me, and I definitely want exposure. I'm not going all in on one project, so I'll do some other videos about the other projects that I'm invested in. I'm invested in Gala quite heavily. I think Gala is going to be another major ecosystem. There's a few that are off the radar at the moment. I will do videos about. I actually want to buy some more of those projects before we start shilling them everywhere. So yeah, super bullish on IMX. I think it's definitely gonna shine in the bull run, and I imagine all of the big games will probably be revealed towards the bull run as well, as we typically see in the crypto market. Loads of retail are going to see the stunning like graphics and gameplay and usability and partnerships, and I think there'll just be a massive FOMO wave. So yeah, like and subscribe for more videos, and I'll have some more on the gaming ecosystem coming up soon.